Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, June 6th, 2025, we're doing something a little different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this deep dive, it's called AI Daily Deep Dive. And it wasn't just researched by us, it was researched and generated entirely by AI.
Interesting. So the AI pulled the insights itself.
Exactly, directly from the sources.
Wait.
Our goal here is just to quickly unpack the top AI stories that broke today, see what they tell us about where things are headed.
Sounds good. There's definitely a lot happening. It seems like AI is touching, well, almost everything these days.
It really does, from ancient history right through to, galaxy colonization, apparently, and music, even pure math.
Let's start with that history piece, the Bible. AI looking at authorship.
Right. It sounds wild. But researchers used AI on the first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy.
The Torah. Yeah, scholars have debated single authorship versus multiple sources for ages.
Yeah.
Moses or, different schools of writing over time.
Exactly. So the AI didn't just look at grammar. It dug into statistical stuff, common word usage, how often words appear together, distribution, like finding linguistic fingerprints.
Okay, so style analysis, basically, but supercharged. Did it find anything?
Yeah, it largely lined up with what many scholars already thought. It identified patterns matching 3 main writing schools, the Deuteronomic, Deuteronomist History, and priestly writings. Got it right about 84% of the time compared to scholarly consensus.
So it backs up the multiple author theory.
Pretty much confirms it, yeah. And interestingly, it also weighed in on a specific debate about the ark narrative in Samuel.
Oh, what did it say there?
Well, most scholars lean towards one author group for that, but the AI actually supported a minority view. It found stylistic differences, suggesting maybe different authors were involved there too.
So it's not naming names, obviously, but it's giving us a new data-driven angle on these old debates. Shows how AI can spot patterns we might miss in complex historical texts.
Okay, let's jump from thousands of years ago to, well, maybe just 5 years from now. Big predictions from Demis Hassabis at Google DeepMind.
Oh yeah, Hassabis. He's not holding back, is he? He's talking AI matching or even beating human intelligence in, 5 to 10 years?
And get this, enabling galaxy colonization by 2030.
Wow, okay. Galaxy colonization, that's optimistic. He seems to see AGI, artificial general intelligence, as ushering in a golden era, right? Boosting productivity, not causing mass unemployment.
Yeah, he uses healthcare as an example. AI helping doctors, improving diagnostics. But he did draw a line. No robot nurses, he said, need that human empathy.
Which is interesting because not everyone in the field is so rosy about the job situation.
Right. You mentioned Dario Amodei from Anthropic.
Yeah, he's predicting major disruption, maybe 50% of entry-level jobs gone in 5 years. That's a stark contrast.
So you've got the leaders building this tech with completely different visions for the near future. Utopia versus serious job losses. Big takeaway there.
Definitely. Okay, next up, music. Seems the big record labels are changing their tune on AI music startups.
They really are. Universal, Warner, Sony. They were suing companies like Suno and Udio just yesterday, practically now. Licensing deals are on the table.
So what kind of deals are we talking about?
Well, the reports suggest labels want licensing fees, obviously, for letting AIs train on their catalogs, but also maybe back pay for past use and even equity, like a piece of the AI companies themselves.
And some control, too, right? Like tracking systems, maybe veto power over certain tools.
Yeah, things like fingerprinting, similar to YouTube's Content ID, and maybe stopping tools that clone voices, for instance.
Okay, sounds like the labels are trying to get ahead of it. But is it that simple? Music rights are complicated.
That's the catch. The labels mostly control the master recordings, the actual sound file. They don't own the underlying song, the melody, the lyrics. That's often handled by completely different groups, like publishers or CMOs.
So the AI company could do a deal with Universal, but still be potentially infringing on the songwriter's copyright if they don't have a separate deal for the composition itself.
Exactly. And that's what artist advocates are worried about. They're saying these deals are happening without creators in the room, without giving them control or ensuring they get paid fairly. Could be history repeating itself,
Right. The tech changes, but the fight over fair compensation for creators continues. It's a complex knot to untangle.
Okay, last one. This involves pure mathematics, top mathematicians having a secret meeting to test an AI.
Yeah, not just any AI. OpenAI's O4 Mini. It's designed specifically for reasoning, not just like predicting text. They basically threw really hard unsolved math problems at it.
Unpublished problems even. How did it do?
Surprisingly well, actually. It managed to solve about 20% of them, which for this level of problem is apparently very impressive. Previous models couldn't really touch this stuff.
Wow. I read about one mathematician, Ken Ono, who gave it a really tricky number theory problem he'd been working on.
Yeah.
The AI apparently solved it quickly and correctly. Kind of blew him away.
Yeah. They said its performance was like a good graduate student,
Mm-hmm.
but it also raised some concerns. They mentioned something called proof by intimidation.
Proof by intimidation. What's that?
The idea that an AI could spit out a solution that's so complex or looks so convincing that human experts might just accept it without being able to fully check every single step themselves because, the AI did it so fast or seems so confident.
Huh. So it's challenging not just solving problems, but how we even validate mathematical proof.
Potentially, yeah. It really makes you think about the future role of mathematicians. Maybe it's more about collaborating with AI, guiding it, verifying its outputs.
Okay, that wraps up our stories for today. From analyzing the Bible to galaxy colonization predictions, shaking up the music biz, and even challenging mathematicians, AI's reach is just incredibly broad.
And moving incredibly fast, it really touches on fundamental aspects of history, creativity, intelligence.
So thinking about all that, how AI is advancing and just hitting all these different foundational areas, what's the next big, previously unchallenged idea or field that AI might disrupt?
Definitely something to keep thinking about as this all continues to unfold.
You've just had a deep dive into the sources.